do. Because you know what, people of God, when we stop feeling that church is just a habit, come on, and it's a way of, instead of it being a way of life, we'll be consistent. Yeah, because see, ain't no consistency. Because some people will come to church today, they'll praise God today, tomorrow they'll forget about God and they go on their own little merry way, doing their own little thing. Then they want to come back to the house on Wednesday night, or some don't even come back on Wednesday night for Bible study. And I don't know how they're going to survive today, because you need more than just a Sunday morning service. Right? We need more than Sunday morning, people of God. We got to be taught. You got to be taught. Yeah. Come on now. Jesus sat and he taught. This is what he was doing. This is not what he did. He sat, and the Bible says he began to teach. So the people were willing to hear. So that's why you got to come. When he offered himself, they came. Because they tried everything else. And that wasn't working. So they came to hear something new. And when they heard something, some of the same words that may have been spoken through the Pharisees, come on here, them same people right here. Anyway, they heard it come from Jesus, and it had some effect on their life. Why? Because he had a hunger. And he was thirsting for righteousness. Y'all see, y'all got to get me with that with Jesus. Now, a lot of people think Jesus came as a deity, but he did. Come on here, he said he came in human flesh. That means his flesh was subject to error, but he didn't error. Come on here, so folks got to understand, Jesus ain't came on no high horse, because you know sometimes people, when you start talking about Jesus, they say, oh, he God. No, they wouldn't. Not only when he was in his human flesh. Come on, he said he came as an example for us. The Bible say example, not example, example. Y'all study the word? Come on here. So when in human flesh, that means he had limitations too. Come on here. He tell you about what he could have done, but he didn't do. Oh. Come on, preacher. I'm trying to help you this morning. I think I got out there too far for something. Let me just keep on going. Lord, help us in here, Jesus. Trying to help you get the blessed, blessed hope and the blessed gifts that God wants us to have. The nourishment is received from being filled. The nourishment received from being filled is expended in hungering anew for another filling. You got to always want to be filled over and over again. Psalms 34:10 says, the young lions lack food and suffer hunger, but they who seek, which means inquire of or require the Lord, come on here, what it says, none of them shall lack any beneficial thing. That means we can have whatever we want if we desire, if we inquire of God. I'm reading the Amplified version, y'all. John 7:37 says, the last clause of it says, if any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. That's what Christ said. Because if you're hungry or you're thirsty, he said, I'll fill you. He said, when I fill you, you'll have flowing from your belly rivers of living water. That's the next verse of John 7. Let you know that you'll have those flows of rivers of living water. Yeah. The merciful are characterized by a caring attitude for those who are in the misery. For people that are miserable. Come on here. Mercifulness is there for them. They take the heartache of others and make them their own. We have a lot we're supposed to be doing. See that? That's why our cup got to be emptied every day so God can fill it up. You remember what he said? We get full with a new day of mercy every day. The mercies you had yesterday can't work in today. Because see, you don't know who God got before you today. You might need to take on somebody else's misery today that yesterday you weren't out of. You only had a little bit left. So God had to redo a new thing. So folks don't understand that. Y'all, am I making sense? Amen. We can't be selfish people. Come on. Matthew 18:27 says, the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him and forgave him the debt. See, some of us don't want to have compassion on people and forgive. See, merciful people going to forgive you. They'll forgive you because they'll put themselves in your place. Because a lot of us in the house of God, they have a lot of unforgiveness in our hearts. We don't forgive people. We got unforgiveness in our heart. But we want somebody to forgive us when we do something. We want folk to have compassion on us. But we don't have none for nobody else. Jesus said, blessed you are if you are compassionate. Uh-oh. Pastor Cook laughed when I did something again. Okay. 1 Peter 3:8 says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love. Do you hear what it says? Love. Love. Making a song, y'all. Love. As brethren. Be pitiful and be courteous. That was 1 Peter 3:8 told us to do. We need to love and have compassion for one another. Come on, man. That's that merciful. Purity of heart can only be acquired through the continuous cleansing that believers experience. Can you say, blessed are the pure in heart? Yeah, you got to continue to be cleansed. You can't just say you cleanse one time and leave it alone. Come on here. It's a continuous thing. When they have fulfilled the previous conditions of blessedness. See, you got all this other stuff that's preceding pure in heart. Y'all hear what I'm saying? All this other stuff, it precedes the pure in heart. So when you have fulfilled those things, your heart shall be pure. You notice how Christ did a concession of order with that stuff? If all that other, all the blessedness are being fulfilled in your life, guess what? Your heart got to be pure. It can't still be full of stuff. It's a progression of things. Come on here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I heard it too. Listen. You cannot stay the same. Come on here. If Christ is living in you. Because you know why? His life itself was an example. And if he's in us, we got to manifest his character. You see what I'm saying? We got to manifest that. If he in you, you may make the mistake, but you go correct it. You see? Because we're all subject to the error. But if Christ is in you, it's going to check you and say, uh-oh. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Clean it up. That's it. Because he said we come short. But we don't have to stay short. We don't have to stay short. So that's why we as a people got to realize what I'm saying to them today. God talking about attitude, because that word attitude came up. He said blessed attitude. Blessed attitude. Tell them about the blessed attitude that they as the people of God got to, exemplify or to show forth in 2015. Come on here. We got to be pure in heart. We got to mourn for others. Come on here. We got to have mercy or compassion for people. Because people, like I said about the young man man, if he was my brother, I was crying for him like he was my brother. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Didn't know him from nobody. But something about him touched my heart. And I found myself weeping. God, can somebody help him? Where is he? I prayed for him. Because this is the kind of lifestyle we got to live. If we want to be blessed of God, if we want to walk in the blessings of God, we got to say, he told us, blessed your attitude is if you're poor in spirit. That's what he said. Blessed is your attitude when you mourn for somebody else. Blessed is your attitude. Come on here when your heart is pure. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Blessed you are. Because that's what the kingdom of heaven is all about. Okay, let me keep on going. Hey, I don't know if they feel it yet or got it yet, but we still going on. Purity of heart can only be acquired through the continuous cleansing that believers experience when they have fulfilled the previous conditions of blessedness. Philippians 4:8. I'm just talking on the part that says whatsoever things are pure. 1 Timothy 1:5 says, now the end of the commandment is charity out of a what? Pure heart, and of a good conscience, and of faith unfeigned. You see what it says? Your pure heart. A pure heart comes out of what? Charity, which is love. Oh, we back to that word again. You gotta love. Your heart is not pure if you don't love. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it alone because I ain't gonna keep going, y'all. 1 Peter 1:22 says, seeing ye have purified. Now we talking past tense now. seeing ye